going on YouTube? This is Garrett DJ Deuce with another pickup video for you guys. This video is going to cover about a week's worth of pickups. Had a very interesting week as far as weather is concerned. So Friday we were supposed to go drive up to the high country and spend the weekend snowboarding, but we didn't anticipate the snowstorm be as bad as it ended up being. So they closed two main highways that led up to the high country to the hotel that we were going to be staying at. So we ended up canceling our trip. So Friday night I ended up taking my depression out on some shopping. So I went and did a few trades with a game store called Videogame and went pawn and thrift store hunting as well. Now yesterday, which was Saturday, was really bad as far as the storm is concerned. I actually got blocked out of the town that I live in, called Falcon. So there's two main highways, which is Woodman and was it 24, that lead out to anywhere, because I kind of live out in the sticks, and both roads were closed. And I was supposed to judge a DJ battle last night as well. I ended up doing that anyways because they reopened the roads at about 4:30. So I decided to take a chance. I had one of the competitors actually called me while he was traversing I-25, which is a major route from Springs to Denver, and he was able to track road conditions for me, and I decided to go out. And so I went out, judged the battle. It was pretty sick. It was in Denver, 16 competitors, one winner. So that was a treat. And I got home pretty late. I got home at about 5:30 in the morning this morning. So I woke up late, so I couldn't go to the flea market, even though the weather was still a little bit hazy. The roads are cleared up and everything, they were plowed. So I was able to traverse two Springs today and do some more shopping and more trading. Actually, I just did some trading today with Videogame for another item that I was eyeballing when I was there on Friday. So before I get into the pickups, I wanted to ask you guys a question. Do you guys prefer the long videos that I put out, the ones that are like, I don't know, more than 30 minutes, I guess? Or do you guys prefer the short 20-minute versions? Just wondering, because I had a couple of folks tell me that they prefer the long versions. I'm not sure what the general consensus is, though. I mean, I don't want to put out a 45-minute video like I did in the past and have less users wanting to watch them because of the length of the video. So I tried to split it in two parts, and then I tried to pare it all down to about 20 minutes and kind of cutting out the backstories behind some of the pickups and just kind of leaving only the things that I'm keeping, and then showing you guys pictures at the end of the video to show you everything that came in, all the stuff that I bought. So let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment below. I'd like to know. I want to improve this channel's content to the best of my ability, and I can't do it without the opinions of you guys who actually watch and support the channel. So let's get started with some eBay pickups. So, as I mentioned in the last video, I had ordered a few things from eBay. Basically, a friend of mine in the Facebook channel found like a lot of 4-boxed Genesis consoles, and they were all variants. So I kind of got a little influence and said, okay, I better go look for those variants myself, because I've been wanting to get these variants, but they kind of got put in the back burner. So I decided to hunt on eBay to kind of find these particular variants. So let's start off with this Sega Genesis Sega Sports System. So this is complete. It doesn't come with the seat cushion. The seat cushion is missing, but it does come with the game, complete in box, and the console, which is pretty clean. All the inside cardboard liners and whatnot. But this is a beautiful variant. Never seen this one before, so glad to get that. And it came with some games too. Came with 5 games. So we'll start off, well, 4, sorry. It came with a loose Phantasy Star 2, and I have the case, so I'm going to marry the two to complete them. I have the case and manual. We've got Sonic the Hedgehog, Cliffhanger, and The Lion King. So it's a pretty good deal. I spent about $80 for that bundle. The next bundle I spent $60 plus shipping for, and this is the Lion King Sega Genesis Model 2 bundle. And this one is in really clean condition. It comes with the game as well. Just the cart, but it's in there. but everything's in pristine conditions, got the original wraps, plastics, and everything in it too. So very happy to get this. So this leaves me with one variant, which is the Altered Beast variant. So if anybody has the box, let me know. I would trade for it because I need that one to complete the subset of these. So very happy to get this. All right, next up, we've got a care package from Retro Rat. So in a Facebook channel, I saw my friend Retro Rat post a bunch of garage sale finds, and in that garage sale find was a bunch of Vectrex games. So I was like, ooh, you know, are those available? And he was like, I don't know, let me see. There's some other person that asked about them, and then I guess that deal fell through, so then he hit me up saying, you know, do you want them? So we negotiated pricing and everything. I got a really, really fair deal for all this stuff. So let me show you the Vectrex titles. These boxes are not in the best of shape, but they do have the overlays. So let's start off with Scramble, the Fortress of Narzod, Star Trek the Motion Picture, Web Wars, Hyper Chase, Armor Attack, and Berserk. Also got two loose carts. We've got Ripoff and Spinball. And to sweeten the deal for me, he also gave me a sealed, factory sealed on the top, PS1 LCD screen. I love these things. I've got, I think, 2 of them open, and so this is my first sealed copy. So what I'll do is I'll keep the sealed and an opened, and probably trade off the other opened you know, box of the LCD screen. So thanks, Chris, for the excellent deal. So Chris and I, we go back and forth with a lot of trades, and he, you know, we do trading or we sell things to each other, and we both give each other great deals. And when I say great deals, they're really, really good deals. Not half of retail, just kind of in the middle of half and full retail. And we're both happy on both ends because we've been doing this for a very long time now. So, and I think, yeah, Chris is the only guy that I trade with that's outside of Colorado. I do trades locally, but he's the only outside of, you know, out-of-state person that I do trades with. And very, very happy. So thanks again, Chris, for the excellent deal. All right, so I went to Denver one day for work, and there's a store called Second Spin. So they had a sale on video games where it was buy one and get one for $1.99. So I picked up 2 games. I picked up Aliens Infestation, and this was $14.99. And then the second game was Phantom Brave, the Bermuda Triangle, and I ended up selling that, trading that into Videogames for a few of the things you're about to see in a few. So got that. Went to a video game store called Video Game Exchange and Comics. I did some trades for controllers and accessories, and I picked up 2 games from that store. I picked up The Ring, Terror's Realm, and the collector's edition of Scarface, The World Is Yours. And it still has the shrink wrap on it, but of course it's open on that side. I already have this, but my outer cover is trashed, so this is actually an upgrade for me as far as the outer sleeve. So very happy with that. A lot of the stuff I got this week is through trades. I finally got off my ass and went through a lot of my stuff that I had doubles of, a lot of controllers and accessories that were just piling up. Because when I sell consoles, I usually sell them with only 1 controller and all the hookups, and then if they come with, you know, 2 or more controllers, I end up keeping those in case I find consoles that don't have controllers or power bricks and whatnot. So anyway, so a lot of this stuff is just, you know, through trades. I mean, yeah, through store trades for credit. All right, next up, finally picked up the Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess HD from Gamestop, and I got the soundtrack for it as well. Let's put this on my Zelda shelf. All right, next up, so an OfferUp ad popped up for a bunch of stuff, and so I started messaging the seller, I want this, 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 and this. And I asked her if she had cases for them because there were a bunch of loose carts and discs. She said, yes, I do have them. They're at my mom's house. So it took about a week to negotiate all this stuff. And then she posted more things We made a bundle deal. We agreed on a price of $40 for everything that you're about to see here. We've got Animal Crossing Wild World, Madagascar, Drawn to Life, Harvest Moon Boy and Girl, Pet Adventures for the PSP, Sims 2 Pets, The Legend of Heroes 3 Song of the Ocean. We've got Yu-Gi-Oh! The False-Bound Kingdom, Zelda 4 Swords Adventures. This is actually going to a member of my game channel on Facebook. She's a big Zelda and Pokemon fan, so she's been wanting this. And she actually messaged me saying, I can't believe you got that lot, because she was looking forward to that game. And I told her that I got that with the intent of you know, giving that to her at what I paid for it, which was $10. So she wanted $10 for this Zelda game, and then there was another Zelda game, which was the Master Quest Ocarina of Time bundle, which I also traded for some of the stuff you're about to see from Videogames. So this is going to Tara. Finally, we've got Amazing Island. This is a GameCube exclusive, one that I got rid of and regained. From Entertainment, which is now owned by Vintage Stock, I only got one title from them, and this is Jet Set Radio Future for the original Xbox. Paid $9.99 for that, plus tax. Alright, okay, let's cover this big stack right here. So this big stack right here all came from a store in Monument, Colorado called Game City. And I'm reluctant to shop with them because they price things either at or above retail, so the only way that I would buy things is with store credit. So I had some credit on their books from, like, I don't know, I think it was like a year ago. It was when I got the Turbo Duo. I had some extra credit that I didn't use, so I used some of that, and I brought some accessories and some duplicate games to them as well, because they give good trade-ins on that. So I got a bunch of stuff here. And a lot of it's common PS1 titles, but of course I need those to complete the set. So let's start off with Who Shot Johnny Rock for the Sega CD. Put that there, here. We've got Final Lap Twin for the TurboGrafx 16. A couple of Dreamcast titles, Silent Scope, Coaster Works, Expendable, and Death Crimson OX. Alright, this is the only uncommon PS1 title, and it's World of Dragon Warrior Torneko, The Last Hope. Alright, and the rest of these are all commons. We've got Motocross Mania, Covert Ops Nuclear Dawn, Big Air, Cool Borders, Crossroad Crisis, Chess, Fisherman's Bait, Tomorrow Never Dies, Circuit Breaker, Gunfighter, Apocalypse, Hooters Road Trip, Virtual Pool. This is Spice World. We've got Olympic Summer Games, Sammy Sosa Softball Slam, Alex Lala's International Soccer, I think that's how you pronounce his last name, Vegas Games 2000, Street Skater, Power Rangers Time Force, NCAA Game Breaker. What year is this? No year. Siphon Filter 3, Big League Slugger Baseball, Hydrocross, and finally Kiss Pinball. It's just crazy how many PS1 titles are out there. Some of these commons I've never seen before. But anyways, that was all from store credit. So when I mentioned that the roads are closed, the roads are closed to go to the high country, to go snowboarding were closed, I went and did a few pawn shop. You know, I went to shop at a couple of pawn shops and found a couple of things. I finally found a Miracle Piano, and this is the Nintendo version. And I only paid $20 for it. It comes with a charger, so very glad that it also came with the power brick. And I got a copy of Sprung for the Nintendo DS for $2. So everything was $22 out the door. This pawn shop that I go to never charges me tax, so they price things out so that it comes out to exactly what everything calculates to prior to tax. Alright, so after that, I brought a box of stuff to Videogames and got a bunch of store credit there to buy a couple of items that I've been kind of looking at every time I go in there. Again, this is another store that's kind of high priced. I mean, they do get caught slipping on some of their things because some of the things they don't update the pricing on, so, you know, whatever's stickered on there is usually what they give it to you for. So let us start off with, and this is all through with store credit. We've got Fighting Masters for the Sega Genesis. We've got Dracula, Assault Retribution, Excalibur 2555 AD, Men in Black the Series Crashdown, Streak Hoverboard Racing, Dirt Jockey, Rescue Chopper, Ballerberg Castle Chaos. Picked up a couple of complete Sega Genesis titles, and this is one title they were slipping on. Heavy Nova. We've got Zero Tolerance, Salmon King, and finally Tomcat Alley. It's a pretty common Sega CD title, but it was pretty cheap, so I picked that up as well. Also picked up this nice flight stick for the PS1. They had this one listed at $15, which is a really good deal for this. I used to play Ace Combat using this a lot, so very glad to get this. Wish I had the box, but unfortunately no, so hopefully I can find one on eBay for cheap. Finally, this is the game that I mainly wanted to apply the store credit to, and it is the 7th Saga. And this is complete in box. It comes with the map. This is a title that I've been looking for a while, so I'm glad to finally get this into the collection. And they also sell their pretty high-priced games in the collector's cases already. So very glad to get the 7th Saga. Alright, so big snowstorm yesterday, plus I judged the DJ battles, so I didn't get to bring any more trade stuff to Videogames. But today I brought a few things. There was a couple of PS2 games that I got for really cheap from OfferUp. You'll see pictures of everything that didn't make the cut after the video. So I bought like 4 titles for $20, and it was like Shadow of the Colossus, Ephemeral Fantasia, Star Wars Battlefront 2, and what was the other one? Oh, was it Dragon Warriors for PS2? I think, yeah. So 4 of those I paid $20 for, so I traded 2 of them off to Videogames to apply towards some of the stuff you're about to see. Plus, I brought in some N64 controllers, just the typical gray ones with good joysticks. What else did I bring in? I brought in a couple of other doubles. Oh, some common Xbox 360. Actually, not some common Xbox 360 titles. I picked up a bunch for $3 a piece at a pawn shop. Not yesterday, on Friday. So I decided to sell those. It was like Titanfall was in there, Call of Duty Advanced Warfare was in there. So I threw those towards what you're about to see here. Alright, so let's start off with Mike Ditka Power Football for the Sega Genesis. Got Dynamite Heady complete for the Sega Game Gear. I got Viewpoint for the Sega Genesis. And Super High Impact Football. It's also complete in box for the Sega Genesis. But the main reason why I brought more stuff to trade in with them was because of this game, which is Sorcerers Kingdom. Now this is pretty rare. I haven't done any gameplay research on this. It looks like an RPG, but I would love to give this a shot. But this was priced at $65, so definitely had to throw some trade, you know, towards it. In fact, the trade that I threw at them covered everything, and I still had $4.17 credit on the books, so that's pretty awesome. But Sorcerer's Kingdom for the Sega Genesis, and this is 100% complete. So I think that's about it for this week. If you guys liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more, hit that subscribe button. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. And as I said, please let me know whether you prefer the quick format or the long format where I can go more in depth with, you know, everything that I pick up and the stories behind them, or if you prefer a condensed, you know, 20-minute video that just shows what I'm keeping. The stories are kind of cut a little short, and I leave pictures of everything that I picked up at the end of the video. So let me know which format you guys prefer, and you know, whatever I decide to do, I'll start implementing it going forward. Other than that, have a good week, happy hunting, and peace.